So it's kind of crazy to think that we're already halfway through the year, and throughout the past few months I've picked up a couple cool new tech items and everyday carry type of items. So today I'm just going to go through some of my favorite things that I've picked up in 2024 so far. To add a bit of context for someone who might be new to the channel about some of the items that I've picked up, I've been doing video production full time for the past decade or so, and a lot of my work is travel based. So I spend probably a third of the year traveling, and a lot of these items I use to either make my travels more comfortable or more enjoyable, or it's some camera gear and stuff that just kind of aid in the production that I do. Let's go ahead and kick it off with probably the most common thing that a tech YouTuber would have, and that is the iPhone 15. I picked this up this year. I didn't pick it up when it launched. I typically don't pick up iPhones like the day they release anymore, which is a little bit weird as someone who posts tech on their YouTube channel. I picked this up because I had a week-long video shoot where I was shooting all on iPhone, which sounds pretty crazy, but that's kind of the time that we're in now. And they wanted to make sure that I was shooting on the newest iPhone, so I went ahead and picked this up. The camera on it obviously is awesome, and the cameras just keep getting better and better with every iPhone they release. But the biggest thing that I like about this is the USB-C integration. We're finally using USB-C in these phones. Not only is it nice to have USB-C integration, so I just know that I always have a cable sitting around where I can charge my phone, but also the fact that I can plug an SSD into this and now record my video files straight into that. And to do that, I picked up a couple things that my friend Zach actually recommended. And all it is this 1 terabyte Crucial SSD, which is like a mini SSD. It's super small. And then I have a MagSafe magnet on the back, so that way it can just clip right to the back of the phone like this. And then I have these little USB-C adapters and dongles. One of them's like a right angle, and then one of them is just a little guy like this. And then I can plug it in straight to my phone, and now I can record everything right into this. Moving right along, and I'll kind of keep it within the world of cameras right now. This is the Insta360 X4 360 camera. This is their newest 360 camera, and this is the first 360 camera that I've ever had. I work in a world where 360 cameras are very prevalent and we use them all the time, but I personally have never owned one. This is an 8K 360 camera, and it also shoots 4K up to 100 frames a second, so you get a lot of high speed options within this. So if you're doing action camera stuff, which I obviously don't do at all, but I'm planning to take it out on a lot of my travels, and right now I'm on tour with a music artist, so I'm shooting concerts, and this thing is just going to make a lot of the footage really cool and really interesting. I just like the idea of having a 360 camera to document my travels or getting shots that I typically couldn't with a traditional camera. There's a lot of creative ways you can use this thing, and I'm very excited to get to play around with it a little more. The next thing on my camera tech purchase list that I picked up this year is the new DJI Mini 4 Pro. This is the Mini 4 Pro Fly More combo with the remote that has a screen built in, which was one of the main reasons why I upgraded from my Air 2 to this. I don't really do much drone stuff that often. Whenever I do, it's most of the time gonna be for personal use or for like social media, something like that. I don't really use it in a professional setting necessarily, but I wanted to upgrade from my Air 2 because the power that this thing has in such a tiny little drone is insane. The video and photo quality in this thing, the sensor size, all of the sensors and all of the technology that is built in this thing is pretty crazy for how small it is. This thing fits under a weight class where you don't have to register it with the FAA, so it's the perfect personal drone, I think, for anyone who wants to just fly their drone for fun, and I've been very happy with this thing. Moving right along, again, I travel a lot for a living. It is absolutely necessary for me to have good noise-canceling headphones. These are the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultras. I just recently picked these up about a month ago after using the QC35s for like 6 years, and after enough time with those, the noise cancellation and some things were just starting to give out on it, so I decided to make the jump and upgrade to these. Now these aren't like brand new tech necessarily, I think these have been out for a few years now, but it's a huge jump in quality from the old QC35s to the Ultras. I'm a big fan of Bose. I have been for years. I used the QC35 for years and years, and I just love the sound quality of these. I love the comfort of them. I can wear them all day long on a long travel day, whether it's 4 hours or 24 hours. I can keep these on my head and not have to like deal with ear pain or anything like that. The noise cancellation in these is a huge upgrade from their previous models. The sound quality is a huge upgrade from the previous models, and the battery life is like 24 hours, which is pretty crazy. So I can just throw these on and not have to worry about them dying in the middle of a flight as long as I keep them fully charged. Now I went back and forth on getting the AirPod Pro Maxes and these, and what I decided on is I really like the fact that these fold down like this, so it's a little easier to pack away versus the AirPod Pro Maxes do not. So you have to put the little case on them and they're just stuck like this, and that just takes up too much space in my bag. So I've been really happy with these in the time that I've had them. This next pickup I think is something that people who watch this channel will enjoy. This is a 4TB SSD in an enclosure. It's an NVMe enclosure with a 4TB Western Digital NVMe, I always mess that up, NVMe SSD in here. And it has a little fan on here to keep it cool, and it runs through Thunderbolt. I was in the market for a new portable drive that I could take with me that was fast enough and also large enough to store video files and edit those files while I'm on the road. This was another recommendation from my friend Zach, and it's just an enclosure and you can put any NVMe drive in it, and when it fills up, you can put a new one in here. I just like the fact that it gives me options instead of just buying a hard drive and you're choosing 4 terabytes, 2 terabytes, whatever it is. I can choose what type of hard drive I put in here. If there's a better brand that's more reliable, or there's something faster or something larger, whatever it is, I can put it in this enclosure and be good to go. The final thing on the list of pickups, and the least techie of all of them, is my brand new watch. This is the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80. As I've gotten older, I've been really into watches and learning about that whole world. I prefer to wear an analog watch like this versus a smartwatch. I don't even wear my Apple Watch. I don't think I've worn it in like 2 years, but I wear a watch every day, and I really wanted to get something sleek and just a good overall daily watch. If you're into watches at all, then you've probably heard of the brand Tissot. They're one of the oldest Swiss-made watch brands that are out there, but the PRX is kind of their flagship watch. It's a affordable but very high quality automatic watch, and I really wanted to get into automatic watches since I do wear them every day. I wanted something that is just powered by daily movement, and I wear it every day. It just looks clean, it's very sleek, it feels like a luxury watch without the luxury watch price tag. I've been very happy with this watch, and I definitely want to pick up more Tissot watches in the future. And that's going to end this video. These are just some of the items that I've picked up so far this year that I've really enjoyed, and things that have kind of helped me or just benefited me in some way or another as I travel and do just my daily activities. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description for all of the items I showed here. And if you're interested in picking up the wallpaper that's on my phone, you can download that for free. I'll be sure to leave that as well. But I will see you all in the next video. Later.